Vroom, vroom. It's only an old Ferrari.
Yeah, it's a rare 50-year-old Ferrari.
50 years old, you know, ain't like having a new one, is it? Repairing the chassis has made me think about, if I am going to keep the car, what I'm going to use it for. Well, there's a good chance that we go and do a few track days, but I'd like to do, you know, like hill climbs, various things. And if you do that, one of the things, you've got to have a tow eye at the front of the car and the back of the car with a 2-inch hole in it at least.
Yeah.
Because obviously when you go off and you're in the kitty litter or whatever,
Yeah.
or you've knocked all 4 wheels off the car, because I've seen that happen, and they have to drag you out, you have to have something sensible. Well, that hasn't got a very good thing underneath and all that, so we're going to leave that out. Well, that's the other thing. The towing here is mounted here.
Was the one on it?
Yes, there.
Through that hole?
Yeah, so there was like a bit of metal there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think it'd work at all. Not only that, you've got a grovel underneath to get to it. So this will get welded to the chassis inside. There'll be something in there that will take a thread. And then we'll have that with a 2-inch ring on it.
Yeah.
So you can unscrew it. But when you go to do whatever,
You have that in,
screw
yeah.
that into there. And then you'll have a nice ring on there. So the old marshals can tow you out that ditch or whatever.
Okay, and what's that piece of metal that's just from the treasure?
What bit? But this? Yeah, it's in the junk. It ain't necessarily going to use that, but it's a lovely strong bit of metal. With that poking through just a little bit, and screw that in. And then on there it's got the thing.
Okay, well...
And then this is going to get welded to our new bit of chassis in the car.
Yeah.
And then that's going to come to the edge of the body, and then that screws into there.
Oh, I see, that goes into there.
That goes into
So,
there.
John, have you just made that?
Yeah, you just put the thread on a bit of bar.
And then what will happen then,
You have a big circle on the end.
we're going to bend, we're going to use that, because it's a real bit of steel, that.
Okay.
And that's going to go on there. So when we're not, you know, we could take it off if we're not going racing or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But you know, even when we go, even if we go to Inglesey, what's it called?
Anglesey.
Anglesey, testing or something. It'd be
Or
nice.
Prescott.
We
Yeah.
could drive to Inglesey in this,
Yeah, yeah, Anglesey.
and then
Yeah.
when Timothy's doing whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Actual fact, John, we really need a lock washer on that, don't we? The lock nut. So we might have to go a bit further.
What, you mean?
Well, we can have a thin
yeah.
one.
Okay.
Because we don't want that vibrating off and falling in the road, do we?
So,
Well, when it actually gets down to it, we're customising this car. We're going to do it what I want to use it for. And I don't think I'm the only person in the world. I think if I ever come to sell it, somebody will buy this because they're going to do what I do. They're going to go and say, oh, I'd like to do hill climbs, or I'd like to go and do things. And all that junk that they have in them, there's not much point in buying a lightweight car and then fill it full of stuff. So it's going to be a little bit lighter. We'll obviously have to play with the front suspension, because if it is lighter, it's going to need softer springs, perhaps.
yeah.
You know, smaller roll bar, whatever, you know.
And might you put a roll cage in it?
Oh no, in my mind at the moment, I ain't going that far, but then,
Okay. Let's see next week.
by this evening, I'm going to change my mind. Yeah, no, I'm knocked out with that. I'm really pleased with what we've managed to do. And it's made that all lovely. And we're starting there, and we're going to go right back to there.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't going to take electric windows out, obviously, because that'd be, you know, no point in that. But, you know, there's a few things that I really feel I would like to do to it to make it a bit more of a racer rather than just a road car.
Oh, that's how you get around. Wow. Does it have to be a proper circle?
Yeah. What it is,
Well, circlish.
when you get better than that, what happens is, when something happens,
Don't keep away from me with that.
when something happens, the man who's going to tow you is from a garage at Sutton Road at Alton Park, or he's at a garage at Mallory Park, or he's whatever. No one actually knows what he's got to tow it with.
Yeah.
So they've made this rule that you've got to have a big hole so you can chuck a lump of rope in there.
Okay.
He can put a book on there, he can do what he likes, can't he?
Right. And this thing you're using on just happens to have a circular...
Yeah, just a bit of rubbish that we've used before to bend a circle properly.
But it's not really designed for that, it just
No.
happens to be kicking
No.
around.
That's pretty much how you would do it.
It's a shed racing bodge.
It's a shed racing bit. We don't have anything special. What do you call it? Innovate? Is that what?
Improvise.
Improvise, yeah. Hold that drum, I'll put that off.
Careful, boy. Watch that wire. That cable.
I'm not going to hit the cable. Yeah, I think we can probably hit that round a bit more, but at this stage it's not really necessary, is it? That's cooled down, isn't it?
Yeah, there is a slight lip on that.
Are you going to heat it up again?
Yeah,
You want it off now, didn't you?
that's what I mean.
That's it.
I'm glad that didn't hit you in the face.
Yeah, I mean, when you're as handsome as me,
Yeah.
or should I said a superstar? Or an internet sensation?
Yeah.
That's what you tell people. Actually, if you warm that up, John, I can just give that a hit.
So if you put them on there,
How are you going to get it off?
oh, come on.
Come off, all right.
I've only got to get a rough circle. It don't have to be.
That's got to be perfection. And then that will get welded onto there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not in there, but
No, but what I'm saying, if you was to put a gap there and slide that through the gap, like
what,
that,
weld at each side.
and weld at each side, it's the same as well.
Well, I suppose so.
Whatever's
Yeah.
strongest.
Yeah.
You won't pull it off anyway, are you?
Oh no. Well, if you do, you probably pull the car side of the car off.
Oh, that's good.
You can go like that, literally, can't you? Don't matter. In fact, I think it'd be better if it went over it. All these poxy molies.
Yeah, well, they ain't molten. What it is, what we want to do now
What?
is put it in the vise and we can jiggle that to go on there, can't we?
Yeah.
It wants to be opened up wispily. Might be better just do that.
Hammer.
What do you reckon? Full length?
Yeah. And grind it a bit, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's it.
We're going to weld that up now, and then that's it for today.
Big welder.
You put that on there. On there.
Oh yeah, got it. That's the opposite.
Yeah, so that's got to be off of there. Yeah, that's it. Does that work?
Yeah, I think
What
so.
about putting the thing long ways? Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's just to lift it.
You know what it's like? By the time you try and hold it and I try and weld it,
Yeah, I think
it's
that's...
gone everywhere.
And then you've welded it to that other bit of metal.
Yeah, if I hold that down like that, that'd be good enough. Device?
Yeah, we want to make it look like it's round, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah,
I think that's round enough.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me.
Do it that way.
Yeah, just a bit of sculpting really. I'll file that up, make it look like it was cast.
So this is the old towing hitch. Where was it?
It was like there.
And how on earth would you have attached that?
That's what I don't know. That's what I mean. They must have used a hook in the day.
So that's what it was previously.
Yeah, it was on there like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's no way that some marshal is going to be able to crawl underneath there in the mud or in the kitty litter or wherever.
And so let's see the new one. Oh, John's got it.
So this is the new one, and this one is going to go.
Hot, hot, hot.
Look, this is going to go over there.
Oh, it just banged on the head. Okay, and it's going to screw into that thread that John's made.
Yeah, we might have that thread coming through actually, because when that's screwed in, oh look, there's a hole there. Look at that. Yeah, no, it's gonna. That's an awful place, that, you know.
Well, let's not worry about that this week. Let's get the bit of...
It seems to me that to line it up with the back there, you know, it wants to be on there, doesn't it? It sort of comes in
A lot of your bald
at
head.
the bottom of there.
Yeah. It's got to go there.
Yeah,
It would go like that.
yeah. But see, what I'm saying is that the fact we've got to screw that in, I think by the time if we have it there, by the time we screwed it in, it might be.
Yeah, but if you run it in parallel to the chassis, it'd be down like that.
Yeah.
It won't be up there.
No. Do you reckon?
Like that.
How do you reckon lining it up and everything? Drilling a hole in?
I think that's next week's job.
No. Well, it ain't time to go home, is it? Have you made the tea then?
Oh, you are pushing your luck.
Yes, boss.
think what we've got to do. Let's get out of it.
What we do, decide where it's going to go and drill a hole.
Yeah. Yeah, just a whisker.
What's that cable?
If you've got a workshop and you do what we're doing, even in the smallest thing, if you get a chance to buy one of them, it's an old pattern making tool, and you can put, you know, like when you make patterns, you always want a bit of draft on them. But, you know, that was no money.
Very good.
And we use it every day.
Okay.
But you have to have a blue one of them. John's going to make a point going there.
A point?
Point. So I lay that on the field, I'll give it a dot and we'll see where the thing is, then we can drill a hole for putting the...
Oh, I see.
What we're going to do, we're going to get a centre so we can drill the front of the car. It's only an old Ferrari.
Yeah, it's a rare 50-year-old Ferrari.
50 years old, you know, I ain't got having a new one, is it? I think
Oh yeah, there, isn't it? See there?
Yeah, maybe. A crack. I think we should have a cup of tea, guys. It's my...
what it is, come here. What it is, with that square material, that,
Yeah, there, that big long bar.
yeah, if we put that in there, up against our chassis, we can weld it along there beautifully.
Yeah, across
But
the
it's
top.
so near the underneath, you can't get in there. So what we've done, we put a piece of anchor line on our bit of chassis, stick it out like that.
Oh, so you can balance
So
it on
that's
that.
it, and then we can just weld it along there.
Oh, okay, so I need to see the angle line.
Oh, you will.
Just that bit there on the end. And
Put it underneath, John.
I think so, yeah.
And that'll support the metal bar.
Yeah, and then we can weld it on there.
Yeah.
I think a bit along there will do it, Yarno, in the crack.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Perfect. I think we get away with that, John.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Is it lifting off it or?
No, look, right up against it, look.
No, I'll be damned.
And where's the hole in the front? Have you made the hole?
Yeah.
Oh, has that got a rubber plug in it?
Yes,
Was that out of your jug?
yeah. So when we're not using it, we just put that in, you see.
Oh God, that's good.
And it'll save water going in there.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that is good. And then this is the thing. Are you going to tidy this up at the weekend, Ivan?
Sorry?
Are you going to tidy that up?
Oh yeah, I'm going to make that look like it grew.
Okay.
Grind that out in there, grind that round and file it all up, and that'll look like perfection.
Oh, fantastic.
And then when it's not in use, it don't look horrible, does it?
No, that was
Having
good.
a nice little rubber grommet in there.
That's good.
All bit of tube.
Yeah.
Nice and solid. So that's held to that, and it's welded underneath and on the top. So that is, you know, that is like ridiculous. You'd have to pull the front of the car off.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is, that's a good
Pretty
thing.
good.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if you're only doing track days, that ain't a bad thing.
No, and you've got to put one on the back as well, did you say?
Well, I suppose so, yeah. I don't know where that's going to go yet. I haven't even looked at that. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I've just stuck plenty of MIG on it, which enabled me to file it up to look like a proper thing, a little thing, you know. But I'll show you what I use. When I used to love filing up the front axles on Bugattis. I mean, I really like filing because, you know, when you're an apprentice, you know, as a pattern maker or apprentice as anything really in engineering, you spend a lot of time filing. And I decided to like it rather than not like it because you had to do so much of it, you just go mad. So I liked it, and now it's never gone away from me. I love it. So luckily, I've got this big old file.
That's a big one.
And that was just right in there. You know, I can really get in there with that. And it's even got the right radius, you know.
Oh, fantastic.
And then the other way, again, this is what I used to use for filing the axles. And the funny thing is, what it is, you've got a shadow. If you come here, if you stand there, see that shadow coming down there and going around there? Look, see that line? You file it. And then, you know, you get it dead right. And then obviously what you do, you get a finer file. Like that. Just to make it look smooth. But the other night, when everybody was gone, I had a lovely
Filing session.
couple of hours filing that up to make it look like something nice. It was completely unnecessary because if that was all MIG welded, it wouldn't make any difference. Right, so we said we'd come to GTO Engineering because they were friendly and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to have a look at one that they'd done and a real tweaked up, proper factory type car. And that's what this is. And if you look in there, it's just got a bloody great hole down there. There's nothing.
There should be a
there.
sump guard. So underneath that, there's a sump guard
Yeah.
that fits all the way down underneath that, but there's no
Yeah.
actual floor
But
on
you
the
see
car.
him
there.
on-
Yeah, welcome to Shed Racing, Kevin.
Thank you.
Yeah, on my car, it's got like a, you know, there's a metal floor there.
Yeah, that all disappears.
Yeah.
And it just has the sump guard underneath.
And what sort of races would this goes in?
Group 4. This is a Group 4 car which will do Cento Ore or Tour Auto. I think it's done the both of those actually.
Yeah.
And it's quite a lot more racing than
I
you
mean,
can
it's
do with
like
this
that
now.
windscreen wiper. That all looks very clever, doesn't it?
That's on all the Group 4 cars. All the Group 4s have
Yeah.
the pantograph
Yeah.
wiper on it.
No, this is good. This because I'm, you know, I've got people writing and saying, "Oh, you're spoiling a lovely car and all that." Bloody load of old junk.
Well, the problem is we're spoiling an old car. There's plenty of standard cars out there. There's not so many Group 4 cars that get used.
Yeah.
There are too many cars that people just look at every day.
Oh, this
I'd
is
rather
good.
use them.
This is good.
Yeah. So Kevlar body.
Really?
Exactly like the original. I think they made 3 Kevlar cars.
So this is what. So what you're saying is you can take a standard car and make it like this.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you had the Kevlar bodies made, do you? Oh,
Yeah. We've got
fantastic.
Kevlar bodies on the
And
shelf.
you've had the wheels done, haven't you?
Yeah, had the magnesium wheels made,
Yeah.
the dog gearboxes, the titanium pedal box, everything. It's quite a lot of work.
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
an easy thing to
No, I can see that.
to make.
And
And
it's-
we bought that car, funnily enough, the green standard
Yeah.
308. We
Yeah.
bought that from the States, and then one of the lads here went, "Oh no, I want it," so we sold that to him as a standard.
Okay.
So what about so this has got the 4 valves per cylinder engine, isn't it?
No, 2 valve.
Oh.
All of the Group 4 cars
Ah.
are 2 valve per cylinder. They never made a 4 valve. Never made a 4 valve Group 4 car. The 4 valve engine was only used in the Group B car.
Ah, right.
So this is 2 valve, 3
So that's
litre.
the same engine as me.
Yes, exactly the same engine that you've got.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder when they tweak them up, they give a load of horses.
They don't. They should be about 300
Yeah.
in the real world.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to get 300 real horses
Yeah,
rather than little small Italian ponies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's obviously the
But,
roll cage,
yep.
which again is
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
it's
They
a
always
serious,
use this.
serious car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Compared to,
Yeah.
you know.
That's a trick bit. If you make the dry sump tank
Yeah.
wrong,
Yeah.
you end up filling up the catch tank. It's
Yeah.
a pain, absolute pain.
Yeah,
We
you've
had,
got to think about that.
yeah, we
Where's
end
the
up.
fuel tank?
Fuel tank is there. Fuel
just
tank
one?
is no two. There's one down there
okay.
and one down there.
I'll tell you what frightens me about them. I don't like that bloody pipe that runs underneath.
No, when that comes off and spills on the exhaust, you're in a whole load of trouble.
Yeah.
You're in a whole load of trouble.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to think about that.
Yeah, the alternator, just out of interest, the alternator moves from underneath the front to on top there.
Oh, yeah, got it.
That's
yeah.
a Group 4 thing.
Yeah.
They put a pulley on the end of the cam,
Yeah.
and the alternator's driven off the end of the
Yeah.
inlet cam.
Car, it's a serious car. Isn't it?
Yeah. And then the dog box, the transmission's all dog.
So this has got. So is this one of yours or somebody's? Or?
This is a customer car. This
Yeah.
is a customer's car. He's used it quite a lot. He does play with it.
And he'll be all right. He'll be all right for it.
Yes, I think so.
Says, you take a picture of that. Look, that's lovely.
Yeah. That's
Is it-
proper
oh, it-
stuff.
Yeah.
It's lovely, is it?
Yeah.
It's all lovely.
That's only Group 4.
Yeah.
Only Group 4 stuff.
But I thought
What's
Ivan was
that
just
thing
going
on
to
the
tweak
roof?
his up a little bit, but he seems to have got a bit carried away.
Well,
What's that all about?
you can. That is a GPS sensor.
Ah,
So
right.
he's got cameras that pick up what circuit you're at.
Yeah,
And they overlay one circuit over another circuit, and you can do a lap here in 2020. Then you go back there in 2025.
And you can see how you performed
and you can
against
see if you're
it.
faster or slower, because it overlays the lap over the last
I
lap.
don't think Ivan's that into technology.
Yeah, unless you put a film of plastic on it.
Right. Yeah.
So you've got to put this film of plastic to stop if it shatters, it doesn't spray in your face.
No, that's a good thing. I like
Yeah.
that. I'm glad we came.
Yeah.
I've seen all the things that I thought.
But you're
well,
not trying to do a Group 4 car. You were just trying to
No,
tweak your little fiberglass car a bit, I
I've
think.
got to make the car work.
Yeah.
The air conditioning, there's no point in having that, in my
Nope.
opinion.
Not waste of time.
You know, and that pipe underneath the back there, you only want to go off backwards and over a bit of a bump and knock that pipe off.
Yeah, you
next
need a whole load of trouble.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I reckon that is very dangerous.
The alternator's worth moving as well.
Yes,
because
that
they're
looks
a
a
pain in
good
the bum
idea.
when they're down the front there.
Down there, and with that little
Yeah.
skinny bell.
Yeah.
See, that's only a mechanical turning and
Yeah.
about, isn't
Yeah.
it? Anybody could do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We could do that.
Yeah,
And you've
yeah.
talked about brakes, have you?
Yeah, what do we do
Brakes,
there?
the only legal brakes for these are the Group 4 AP closed back calipers.
Oh,
I can
right.
give you the part number, I can't remember, it's CP something like that.
Yeah.
But there's only one type of brake was ever homologated for that.
Yeah.
All the standard ones. The
That's
standard
right.
terrible cast iron ones.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Or you can have these aluminium
Yeah.
proper things.
Yeah.
But they were the same brakes on this as you'd
So
have
this ain't
on,
got-
on an Audi Quattro or a
okay.
Group 4 Escort
Yeah,
or
yeah.
a Sunbeam or a Chevette. They all use the same brake calipers.
Got it. What about the you've got no servo at all, have you?
No servo.
See, I've got nothing in front all that lot.
Yeah, throw that away. Yeah, that's pointless.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
sell it.
Yeah.
Somebody will
I'm
want
going to
it.
do a Suzie.
Yeah.
A load of Ferrari bits to sell, put
Yeah.
it on the auction.
Yeah.
You know about her bits, do you?
Yeah. Well, we're
Yeah.
trying to buy them. We tried to buy them. She wouldn't sell them to me.
No, you weren't bidding enough, Kevin.
Well, that's true. That's the same. Yeah.
I do. And I reckon our trip to GTO has given me a lot of confidence in what I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to do away with that there, the servo. That's
Okay.
going to be gone. And theirs has just got a big hole there, but I'm not going to alter that because I don't want to use this kind of road. But I'm thinking of making a petrol tank and putting the petrol tank in the front.
Okay.
Because by the time we've done away with that, done away with the air conditioning and got everything in the front that's not necessary, and also the radiator that weighs, was it a third, wasn't it, Susie?
the radiator, it was more than, yeah, it was almost 3 times the weight.
Yeah, 3 times the weight, so that's going to be effective. I still want to be able to put the spare wheel in there though, so that it's like the original. But
Yeah.
having that fiberglass thing that goes here,
Yeah.
to actually clean in there, you'd have to unpop that to get it out, because you can only get in there through the battery hole.
Okay.
So we're not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the battery in the back,
Okay.
because the petrol tank's coming in the front, and then I won't need this great big cable. Look,
Yeah.
that looks like it come off a lorry. But to obviously get the power from the battery and not lose all the amps
Yeah.
by going to the back, you need a big cable. So I'll put the battery in the back, make a petrol tank in the front, probably with a radius like that, so that as the air comes through the radiator, it still goes out the side there like it did originally. So that's that. And then the power steering, let me just put that in there so I don't lose it.
And that's the bit you welded on in there.
Yeah,
Oh, that's painted in Bonder primer.
yeah, that's all lovely and strong. I reckon you could lift the car on that.
Okay, good.
Right, so that's that. So then I'll start looking at the thing. Right, so this is the steering column. That's the steering column that goes in the car.
Yeah.
And that centre there, I've measured from there to the hole that we've cut in here. That hole there.
I can't just...
This hole here is where the pedals go.
can't see a hole.
That there.
This hole here.
Yeah,
This hole here.
yeah. So I'll cut that hole, because it's lovely and strong, that bracket, because it takes the pedals. So the distance from where that goes in the car, mounted on them, to the start of that hole is there. Right, so that there is going to come up through that hole and get mounted like that somehow. I don't know how we're going to do that yet. So that there, as it happens, we've actually got a spline that goes on there. So
And do you think power steering is essential for this car?
yeah, it is for me. Especially going to Waitrose and backing in and all that turning the steering. It's very heavy, I tell you. Standing still. It's all right when you're going along. This would be good. I like power steering. I could go quicker in the Capri with power steering than I could without it.
Really?
Yeah. But mind you, there's a different kind of power steering. So that's going to go there. So what happens is we want to get this as near there as we can.
Yeah.
Right, so look, you can see that lines up with there, and then that's our hole. So we haven't got a lot to spare there, so what we're going to do, I'm going to take that to pieces, and I'm going to machine that out a little bit, machine that down a little bit, and that is going to get fitted in there, and then we drill a hole right the way through it, like it had originally, through there, like this here, with a taper pin.
Okay.
So that's how we're going to join that together. And then the other side, we've got the bit that goes down to the rack and pinion. And we haven't got enough room to have that great sliding bit, which would have been nice because, you know, if you have a big accident, the idea that goes in. But the thing is, the steering rack at the front here is like at a right angle. So if you had an accident, it wouldn't be pushing straight up there like the old-fashioned cars did, so that'd be all right. So then we've got to fit that. So luckily we've got this bit here. So what I'm going to do, that is the bit that goes in the steering column. So it's the right size, everything. So we'll probably use that. And that has got to get joined to that. So that'll go on there. That big clamp holds all that lovely and solid. That goes in there. And then this bit here, yeah, no, that bit there goes onto the steering column. So all we've got to do is join that to that, and that's it. And then that'll all be in a dead straight line, and then all, that will come up through that hole. I could go and put that in there and you can see.
Okay.
I'll go inside, you stay there. that is going to come up through there.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah,
Like that. And then that'll all be in a lovely straight line
yeah.
down to that one there.
Okay, yeah.
And obviously you won't even be able to see it, because that's going to be behind the pedals.
Ivan, while you're lying there vulnerable, what did you say to me yesterday?
What about every dog has its day?
Yeah, was that not very rude?
Well, you know, I didn't mean that you're a dog. I mean, actual, you know, a little dog has its day.
Yeah?
So when I said to you every dog has its day, meaning that you're going to have your day, I wouldn't say you're a dog.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that
But you
clarification.
did get the hump a little bit, didn't you? Only
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah. Thinking of doing on the brakes on this.
Well, I'm going to get a proper pair of calipers, not necessarily Group 4 or whatever, but I'll find some proper calipers for the front.
Yeah.
And I think this is all going to stay more or less standard, but I might look into the alternator being over there,
Yeah.
but, you know, that's not that important, really. But I think it's all going to work nicely.
And when Kevin had the sump tank, the different sump tank, we're not
Oh,
doing
yeah, well, you
that,
see-
or are we?
Well, no, because we've got the proper thing there.
Okay.
So I'll keep that. And when I do away with the tank, because they're going to be empty there, the starter motor, I think that's over this side somewhere, but I'm going to put the battery as near the starter motor as I can, so make a nice frame. And I thought this oil cooler, that doesn't look like it does anything tucked in there.
Let me get round to it.
This oil cooler tucked in there, I thought I could perhaps get that so that it's in line with a bit of air.
Oh, so it actually does something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Might have to lengthen the pipes a little bit, but other than that. But I'm not too worried about that bit, that's in the future. But I'm definitely not going to have that pipe, because that worries me. But
The pipe, the fuel pipe that...
yeah, because the exhaust is all, it's like that, the exhaust is like that the other side, and where that pipe is right next to that, so if you was to have an off, even...
On the way to Waitrose.
Yeah, or you know, round Silverstone or whatever. I mean, I'm going to drive the car. I'm hopefully going to be able to, you know, have a bit of a fun in it and a track day. And I think I'll do Ferrari Owners Club track days, and you can keep your eye on that and book me in early and all that. So it'd give you something to do, really, wouldn't it? You know, in your spare time. then, because you've still got to interview all the people that know all about me, you know, when they keep asking you questions. What do they say, Susie?
I'm not even going there on my day off.
She went away for 2 days, folks, to have a little bit of a holiday, and it finished up the busman's holiday, because one of the people followed us on the thing, and he went, "You're not the person that does it, Ivan Dutton, what do you call it, shed racing." And she had to admit she was. I thought she was going away to forget me, but anyway, she didn't get a chance. Right, so that's pretty good, Susie. That gives you something to cut up. So, Susie, when we came home last night, and you went and had a pee, and I went upstairs, what happened?
Oh, that's right. The dripping through the ceiling, and then the ceiling collapsed.
Oh, yeah, well, just a little extra job to do.
Little
you know,
treat
like
for me.
everything else. Yeah, anyway, there you are. So, that was after our trip to GTO.
Yeah.
Going to GTO was really good, you know, I mean, they're such a busy firm. It takes your breath away when you go in their main workshop. So anyway, it was really good looking at that car, because it made me just know just how modified they do it, you know. And not fitting the air conditioning really is, I think that's going to be gone, there's no doubt about that. I'm not trying to save the originality of this car, but I ain't ruining it. So, you know, somebody, you know, I mean, I've had Bugatti Type 35s that have been modified in the 50s, and we're putting them back to looking like they came out the factory, because that was what you did. So it might happen with these. Well, I think it already probably has, but if anybody in the future gets it, there's a box of air conditioning and there's a box of everything, and if they really put themselves to it, they can just put it back to original. So we're not going to really damage it in any way.
And do you want to explain your glove?
Well, a slight problem there. Yesterday, I took out all the cables
Tuesday.
Tuesday, Yeah, Tuesday I took out all the cables, you know, them ones with the spike on the end of them. 'Cause they were all inside the car, going to them controls. And I thought, if we're in there, fitting the air conditioning, it'd be so easy to spike myself with one of them. So I took them all out and I marked them up, left 1, left 2, left 3, so that if they ever get put back, we can put them back. So then I'm cutting the hole to put that power steering in. I'm underneath the blooming dash sort of thing, and the only cable that was there, and it wasn't one of them spiky ones, it was a, you know, a proper cable like you have on a bicycle. So I'm in there, and I go to get out, and I put my hand behind me like that to get out, and the bloody thing dug in my hand and went right through there, look. So anyway, it just shows you how careful you have to be on these things. Well, you can't believe it, but the other night I couldn't sleep. I know it sounds ridiculous, and I even think it's ridiculous to myself. I kept saying to myself, forget about that and go to sleep, but it didn't work. And the thing was, Matt Armstrong, what a geezer. I mean, lovely young bloke, and all that bicycle stuff he did, and he's obviously a brave boy, and he's very clever. And I'm knocked out. I look at the channel, and mainly because he gets 1 million views an hour, and I think, oh dear, I wish we could do that. But anyway, forget that. Anyway, they're draining the petrol out of this car. Now underneath it, they've got a couple of silly little cans. I think, although they thought there was a bit of petrol in there, I think they underestimated it. They pulled the pipe off, it went all over them and all over the floor. And they were standing there laughing, and I thought, if you only, you know, you must have seen petrol being lit. Years and years ago, there was a thing on EastEnders, and the bloke was burning the place down, and he was pouring this petrol everywhere, and he set light to it, and he just sort of went boom, boom. Well, petrol don't do that, it explodes. Another thing that happened, I was in partnerships in a garage, and before I ever went there was an XK120 on the ramp, and they were doing exactly what they did. They drained the fuel, and I think there was a lead light on the floor. The petrol went on the lead light burst, and the man was burnt to death. So, you know, I've got a few things, it's happened to me a little bit, but never ever dangerously. But what they did, if there'd have been the slightest spark, they'd have all been dead. No messing about, that would have gone bang, and that would have been the end of that. We never would have seen it, because the boy taking the film would have been dead. And I thought, blimey, when you think of all these millions of people watching, well, they wouldn't be watching because they wouldn't have seen that, but they still would have said, oh, what's happened to Matt? Oh, well, bit of a tragedy. We wouldn't have had enough doctors in the world to give them bloody, what do they call it, Susie?
Intensive care?
No, you know, when they have to get people, when they've seen a terrible thing and they have to get counselling.
PTSD.
There wouldn't have been enough doctors left to give everybody counselling. That would have been a tragedy of a lifetime. And what I thought was, there might be a young kid out there, all them millions of people, and he's working on his Mini, and the petrol runs out of it or something, and he don't take it seriously like he should do. I reckon that was equivalent to somebody lighting a fuse on a stick of dynamite and throwing it on the floor. If that had happened, they'd have run like mad. Instead of that, they're all standing there laughing, soaked in petrol. I was really worried about that. Upset me. But anyway, that's not really, I was still talking about how Ferrari we're supposed to be doing. Lots of good ideas going to GTO. What a place, you know, you see what they're doing and things they're making, fabulous. But anyway, I looked at the radio, it's exactly what we're going to do, more or less. I decided I'm going to move the fuel tank to the front of the car, because I'm not doing it to any FIA regulations. I'm going to change the pedal box and get rid of the servo, and that would be really light. So we're taking so much out the front, I think we're going to put something down the front. And I don't like those twin tanks with the pipe going underneath, because that could cause a real load of trouble if you had a knock. I can imagine going backwards off, jumping over a thing, that pipe ripping off, and then you've got all the exhaust red up there. That would be a serious fire. So, you know, I want the fires at the moment. Anyway, so that's that. But I think you're going to enjoy modifying the car, and then obviously we'll do a few track days and that, and I'm going to use it, I hope.
Ivan, it's December, it's miserable and raining. They can probably hear the rain.
Oh,
What is
yeah.
approaching and what have we got?
Well, we got Christmas, folks. The only thing to cheer you up would be buying a few bits of merch. We've got cups, we've got t-shirts, and we've got hats. So, and you know, Susie's not that busy really, doing a little bit of what she does. I mean, obviously going to the post office with 500 parcels, she'd love to do that. So, don't forget, now's the time to order it, and it's from...
In the UK, you can buy it online from shedracing.shop.
shedracing.shop.
And if you're overseas, contact us.
Yeah, if you're overseas, because it's a right barometer overseas now. I don't know how you even run a business now. The time, if you want to send something to America, they've got to have the bloke's phone number.
Yeah.
As much as everything else costed a fortune. So if you're abroad and you want anything, just get in touch with us and we'll see how we can work around it.
And end of the video.
Don't forget to subscribe and tell me what you think about the petrol. Didn't we ought to do a demonstration? I thought in the road, in the middle of the field, pour a couple of gallons of petrol down, get a sparking plug, run a lead up far enough away and just give the old magneto a little turn. It'll explode and it'll show people what lighting petrol is really about. Some bloke poured some petrol on his barbecue because it wasn't going very well. Well, if you'd have seen all them films on the television when they pour petrol everywhere and they light it and it just sort of goes across and down. That don't happen. It explodes. It's like a bomb going on. We stand no chance. So I reckon if you all think that's a good idea, we'll do a demonstration. And then everybody will see how dangerous petrol is.
Anything else?
Don't forget to subscribe. And we're getting a bit political really with this petrol, aren't we? You know, it's almost like rucking about the government, but I seriously think it wouldn't be a
we
bad
can do
thing.
that, that's good.
Like every time I've seen anybody in films like petrol, it's never exploded, it's always just burnt gently. And it doesn't happen. Even the fumes. You can be over there with petrol, you can be over here, and the fumes will go whoop over to it. So, you know, it's dangerous stuff. You've got to be very, very careful. And, you know, if you had it all on your hands would just set fire. You know, I mean, very dangerous.